Good evening, everybody. This is Dumpster Cat. Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to outline the new Dominaria United Black-Green Rock. I've been testing around with a few builds, landed on this one. It's heavily inspired by KO Diamond's build that he's been recently tuning around with. I have kind of, changed my mind a bit about the Tireless Tracker versus Briarbridge Tracker kind of debacle. I think that Briarbridge Tracker is still really great in terms of being an early threat that gives you card advantage immediately, whereas Tireless Tracker is, perhaps just a bit too slow for the format, a bit too, not impactful. However, I've kind of brewed around with a bit of a compromise where we have 3 Briarbridge and 1 Tireless, and the Tireless Tracker is going to be only serving as a 4-drop in this way, so we don't have to worry about playing it on turn 3 and then dying just right after. I really like this kind of compromise between having early efficient 3-drop threats and then the sheer power of Tireless Tracker. Other than that, not playing with any of the new Dominaria cards other than Liliana, of course. Just not testing out Shieldred right now. I don't think he's too impactful. And then I've heard that the Evolved Sleepers have not been very good either. Just been kind of clunky, and I feel like the general consensus is that we'd rather be playing underdogs or more Grim Flayers in place of the Evolved Sleepers, because they don't really have too many other synergies, say with Liliana or say with our other turn 1 interactive spells. And we would play the Sleeper probably in place of Underdog or Grim Flayers. I don't like going down less than 3 Flayers, and I think Underdogs are still great, and they get even better with Liliana being able to discard them. Grim Flayer also works great with Liliana being able to get more or get to Delirium quicker. So I'm not too big on the Sleepers. I think it's probably correct to, or you probably could play 1. I'm playing it 1 Cling to Dust. In the 1-drop slot. You could easily slot that out for a Sleeper, though. I just personally really like Cling to Dust. I think it gets a lot better with Liliana. Other than that, I am trying out the Trespassers, obviously trying out the aforementioned Briarbridge Trackers and Tireless Trackers. I've been liking the 3-1 split of Liliana the Veil and Liliana the Last Hope recently. I think probably playing 4 Lilianas is not too optimal. Perhaps if the format slows down a bit, then we would want to be playing the full 4, and maybe perhaps playing more Tireless Trackers in place of the Briarbridge Trackers. Other than that, playing the 2-4 split of Decay and Trophy. This is just simply for testing purposes. I still enjoy the 3rd Decay in place of the 4th Trophy, but I think, just for testing purposes, I do like the 4 and 2 for now. Scavenging Ooze obviously still great. With the Trespassers, people may think that playing less Scavenging Oozes is more optimal. However, I just, the graveyard is so important in this format, and so I like playing these 6 creature-based graveyard interaction spells alongside our 1 of Cling to Dust, of course. As far as the mana base goes, pretty stock. I am playing the Llanowar Wastes. You could play Darkbur Pathway. This is kind of like a budget version of the Darkbur Pathways, just because I believe they're a bit too expensive right now for me personally. But I think that Pathway is probably the more appropriate one to play. Just playing the 2 creature lands with 1 lair, 1 hive. I think that's probably correct. I do like having multiple hives, though, if you do want to go down the route of Evolved Sleepers, just because I think that the early game is more crucial to have more black mana, and hives fits that role perfectly, even like over Blooming Marsh, I would say. Obviously playing the 2 passages for the Trackers and the Cletuses for turn 4, plus some added Delirium synergies. I like the Takinuma. It's been really nice with the Lilianas. Getting Lilianas back has been very powerful for me. In terms of the sideboard, I believe that these 8 cards You could even say that these 9 cards with the Gargaroth are pretty stocked for black-green right now. Extinction Event and Epic Downfall being great against mono-green, and then having synergies elsewhere as well. I really like the Durazes and the Goblanks just for a variety of matchups. Same thing with the Gargaroth. You know, he's great against aggro, mid-range. You could even bring him against control. And he's great against Phoenix. Other than that, I still really like the Runestones and Cages. These have been great against Phoenix and Greasefang. You could even bring the Cage against Collected Company decks if those get more popular. I actually really do like these 3 kind of flex cards I've chosen. I really like Golgari Charm. It has great synergies, great flexibility with or against the broad meta. Being able to destroy Fable of the Mirror Breakers is really good. Being able to regenerate our creatures, say against aggressive decks where we're trading a lot, or even just being able to wrath the board of the smaller creatures is really nice. I like the Culling Ritual. You could play Path of Peril or even a Languish in this slot. Just trying out the Culling Ritual for now. And then one, of course, for Krufix. I've been watching a lot of old Reduke videos, probably from like 2015, something like that, where he plays a lot of Jund, and he has one of Courser of Krufix in the sideboard in Jund, and I was kind of compelled by that. I think you could play the second Gargaroth in place of Courser, or even a second Tracker for the grindy matchups, or the mid-range control matchups. However, I think Courser kind of fits in really nicely against aggro, mid-range, and control, where she represents a nice body that could block creatures very easily, very nice card advantage, and very nice life gain. So I think it's kind of like she serves the best of both worlds, or the best of 3 different worlds if you take into account her synergies against the aggressive, the mid-range, and the control matchups. So that's why I'm playing the Courser. It probably is just a bit more correct to maybe play the second Gargaroth, or just even play Gargaroth main, or something like that. But I like trying it out. I like trying out cards like that that don't see as much play. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the matches. Going to be playing this deck through a league. I unfortunately went 1-4. I got terribly unlucky in my first league with this deck. So hopefully we get better testing. I like mulligan to 5 probably 3 or 4 times in the league, and just didn't really flood it out. Got mana screwed a lot. So hopefully this league is a bit more consistent with our chances of drawing lands, drawing interactive spells, that type of thing. And I hope you guys enjoyed the deck, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Okay, welcome everybody to the first round. We're on the play. Probably gonna have to mulligan this hand. Actually it's pretty close. In the blinds, I do like Thoughtseize and Fatal Push. This is interesting. We do have some utility with a lair, but we're gonna have to use a Fabled Passage for a second green source. I'll try it. Not sure if it's more greedy to keep this hand or to go down to 6, but I guess we'll find out or get a bit more information. Okay, against Spirits, pretty tough matchup, but very winnable in my opinion. I think let's take the Spell Queller. We have the Fatal Push for the Mausoleum Wanderer, and then we don't have any creatures yet for the Skyclave Apparition. So I think that's correct. And then I'll just do this right now. Playing around Rattle Chains or anything like that. This either means they just didn't draw anything, or they have rattle chains to flash in, something like that. I think I like playing the Fabled Passage here. You know, if we want, we could leave it uncracked. We do have the Urborg in hand to allow us to do that. Looks like they may not have double white. I think I'm still going to crack it though. You know, another spell queller would be pretty bad here. We can just do nothing. Or, this is interesting. We could just play out the Kalidas, hoping that they don't hit their second white source. Could also play the Scavenging Ooze. Activate one time could be good. Yeah, you know what? I like that a bit better. Let's play the castle and then play Scavenging Ooze. See if they drew a second spell queller. I think on average I do rate Kalidas a bit more important, so getting at the Skoos early on is probably a bit better on average, just because that means they'll probably interact with it before we play out the Kalidas. Looks like our opponent is making a long decision, so let's just look at our sideboard options for this matchup. Extinction events are great. Elder Gargaroth is probably just a game-ending bomb. We also have access to Golgari Charm could be interesting, Calling Ritual could be interesting, and then I probably will bring in just the one cage for their collected companies. That's what I usually like doing against Bant spirits. I think Weathered Runestone is a bit too much of a tempo disadvantage, so that's why I like access to the cage for these, for obviously, you know, Phoenix and Greasefang, but also these collected company decks that rely on playing more of a tempo strategy. I believe that cage is a bit better on average than Runestone in that manner. Runestone probably a bit on the decline. I believe that you know, Mono Green is still a great deck, but not many people are playing it. People are trying out different cards right now with the new set release. So, you know, Runestone not too good, but I think it's still correct. And okay, here they have the spell queller like we assumed. And then we just pass the turn. Shock in a breeding pool. Unfortunately, probably means they have company. So I think we just play Kalidas here. I don't want to be too reactive with this trophy. I think that means we're probably just gonna get run down too quickly. So I think that's just run out the Kalidas. And I'm assuming it's probably correct for them to company now. Or, you know, maybe not. Maybe they want to let it resolve and then try to hit a Skyclave apparition. Probably on average a bit more likely to hit Skyclave, since they've already revealed 2 Quellers. But they choose to just do it now. Okay, so that's fine. The Selfless Spirit is a bit annoying. I guess so is the Mausoleum Wanderer, but not too bad. Definitely a Spell Queller as Skyclave Apparition would have been the worst there. Let's see what they want to do. Yep, they're just going to attack. And then no second light source yet. Okay, they just pass. So let's start by trophying either the Queller or the Selfless Spirit. If we go... I think it's probably still correct to go for the Queller. In these types of situations, I do like not giving the opponent the choice of either sacrificing or not sacrificing the Selfless Spirit. However, I think the upside of them... I mean, I think either way, they're going to sacrifice the Spirit. So I guess it is correct to trophy the Selfless Spirit. I don't know. You know, my initial urge is just to do the Spell Queller, which I think I'm just going to go for. Perhaps I should have attacked first. That probably would have been a bit more wise if they had like a collected company or any other type of interaction. Looks like they have something, rattle chains. Okay, so that's pretty bad. Okay. So let's attack now and then play the Trespasser after combat. Obviously attacking because we can't block any of their creatures. Would be a bit different if they played the Apparition, or if they had an Apparition out on the board. Supreme Phantom. Okay. Interesting. So they curved out pretty nicely here. Great interaction with the company. Pretty tough for us to beat that in any sense. They're going to double block. Huh. Okay, I guess I'll just kill the Lord to try to gain as much time as possible. I'll probably just save this Takenuma in case we want it. Want to use it on the Kalidas in the future, possibly. Looking pretty poor here, though. If they hit a white source, then we're looking pretty, really bad. Okay. So at this point, I did consider activating Lair of the Hydra. However, we only have 2 green sources and I want to get this Grim Flare out. So I decided that's probably not the best move. However, they do just have lethal on board, right? Yeah. Probably just pass the turn. Not reveal any more information. Looks like they're going to go for it. Yep. Okay, so yeah, like I said, pretty tough matchup. Their company was, basically you're just trying to dodge the company in this matchup. Post board, we do get the Cage, we do get the Gargaroth. The Extinction Events are nice. Culling Ritual probably not bring in, just because they do have their most impactful creatures are going to be the 3 drops, which Culling Ritual does not hit. Other than that, I think that's fine. Could bring in a Charm. I think that's fine though. Usually against Collected Company matchups, I like keeping 1 Thoughtseize in. Other than that, we could probably just trim the, I'd say, probably just an Underdog. I think just submit like that is probably fine. So I think the name of the game in this matchup is to mainly just keep the board clear and then try to dodge the Collected Companies. We already have a plethora of removal spells, so I think we've got the first objective pretty clearly outlined. It's just those Collected Companies are so hard for us to dodge. Man. Again, not the best hand. Probably going to have to mulligan this one. This is a bit better. Probably put back the Flare. Or I'd rather have the Scoos on turn 2. Okay. So I am going to pass the turn. I want to try to maximize this Liliana. Try to get the Edict effect on a open board. So going to try to keep up this Abrupt Decay. And I'll just do the Decay now. Oh, okay. Well, that was terrible. Dang, that's just max punished. So we could have waited end of turn to do that, but they most likely would have kept up the Rattle Chains anyways. I guess our best bet is to just go with the Scoos now. Don't want to ramp them too much early game. Looks like they could be a bit color screwed, perhaps. Let's see what the third land is. Nothing. Okay. Yeah, I'll start by Cling to Dust. Tireless Tracker. Okay, well I guess we just have to pass the turn then. Looks like they thought about casting something there. Perhaps another Rattle Chains. I'm sure they would have casted like a Supreme Phantom or something. Yep, and just not really drawing anything. So I'm just going to attack and then hold up a trophy. See if they want to do the Rattle Chains now. Nope, they don't want to do anything. They hit their third land. I think I can afford to let this through once. Try to maximize. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to have some protection here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, hit the third land. Start by attacking. And then what do we want to do now? Have a lot of options. I think our best attacker right now is probably the Briarbridge Tracker or the Trespasser. Liliana, Edict would be fine. Probably would be the most mana efficient interactive play. However, if they are at 12, I think I like going with a more aggressive route. Okay. Could honestly just be dead next turn though. They have 6 damage right now. Oh, that probably means they have a company. Yeah, okay. Probably dead. Man, pretty tough. Got a bit mana screwed there. Had to didn't mulligan game 1, mulligan game 2, but game 1 we had a tough keep. Yeah, tough matchup. I'll see you guys for the next one. Okay, here for round 2. Better hands, bit slow, but I think it's keepable. Hopefully we get a bit better variance in this match. Steam Vents looks like Phoenix. Interesting to say what land we play here. I think probably just play the Lochthwain. I doubt I'll be getting a swamp with this Fabled Passage, so I think just getting the Lochthwain tapped right now is fine. Oh, green. Prosperous Innkeeper. What does this mean? Temur or something? Oops. I also like saving the Fabled Passage for the Tireless Tracker. Risen Reef. Very interesting. Llanowar Elves, okay. So Golgari Charm looking to be pretty nice here. Uh, I think I'll just hold this trophy. It seems like they have would have some sort of ramp payoff. So I think I'll just hold the trophy right now. Just play out this trespasser. Try to gain a bit more information before I play my interactive spells. I think that's probably correct. Okay. Oh, right, okay, it's this deck. So this combo deck with Bergie and... Oh shoot, totally forgot the other cards in it. But it is a combo deck, so it's probably correct to... Yeah, actually what we could do is play a tracker, Fabled Passage, crack it, activate Revolt, and then push the Bergie. And then I'll attack to provide pressure. So I believe that Risen Reef plus Bergie plus some other card is they get to go through their deck. Oh yeah, shoot, what was it called? The Ignus something, Ingus, where they get to play it, then bounce it for I think 3 mana, something like that, and they get to loop. It's an elemental, so it triggers Reason Reef, and then Bergie gets them to, or allows them to profit mana, I believe. Pretty interesting deck. I remember playing against it one time, and I'm pretty sure they beat me. So, pretty interesting. I think it placed probably a month ago in a challenge or something like that. Elder's Evolution, huh? Interesting. Very interesting. Devilish Valet, yeah, so that's the card that could kill us with. Don't believe they could combo off just yet, though. Yeah, so the Grinning Ignus, that's what it's called. Oh, and just for 1 red mana, they could get to return it. Okay, there we go. And they add 3. Interesting. So, I guess, which one do we trophy? Valet or the Ignus? Probably just the Ignus. I feel like they probably play, on average, less valets than the Ignus. So it's probably less important. However, without the Bergie. I mean, I don't know. They could activate this a good amount of times just on its own. So perhaps it is just correct to take out the valet. Yeah, I think that's probably correct, because the valet is probably just their straight up win con. Yeah. You know, I guess we could afford to actually crack a clue first. This allows us to, one, obviously draw cards, but also attack. Ooh, with the tireless tracker. I do like that. So let's start with a Thoughtseize. Oh yeah, Hazard's Monument also acts as a cost reducer like Bergie. So let's take that. Take that. Play land, and then we can actually just attack right now with both. See how they want to block. Just block nothing, okay. And then, yeah, I don't think they have any like permissions, so I think we could just pass a turn holding up trophy on the valet. This Reason Reef is still a bit of a problem getting them card advantage, but I think it's, for the time being, acceptable. We gotta set our priorities straight with just getting rid of the valet. You know, perhaps it would have been just a bit better to actually kill the valet while they were tapped out. This probably is just a bit too fancy. Probably is correct to do that in the blind without knowing their full deck list. Not that I feel like they could kill us this turn, just to make it a good habit of, you know, doing those correct things, theoretically correct things, the ordering of certain triggers. However, this is a matchup or scenario where Tireless Tracker is better than Briarbitch Tracker, so, you know, that's something. I am a Tireless Tracker stan. Perhaps it's a bit boomer of me to say that, but gotta love me some Tireless Tracker. I'm sorry, KO Diamonds, I have to. So yeah. They get a big valet here, but luckily we do have the trophy. They almost have lethal, actually. Ooh, what does this do? Another permanent enters the battlefield. Each opponent mills a card. Oh, so alternate win condition. Interesting. Okay, so Fatal Push was an amazing draw. I think let's start by cracking that to get revolt, then just pushing this, get it out of the way right now. And then I guess just play an untapped land, so we could play Cling to Dust plus activate a clue if we need to. Still take it, okay. Okay, that's a great draw. Let's see what they hit. Ignus and Elf, okay. That should be manageable. They are getting a lot of life, which is something to note, but I think that's fine. Fine for now. There's a Trespasser and a trophy in the bin. Evolution, uh-oh. That's not good. Are they gonna get a valet again? They get a Bergie. Okay. That's a bit scary. Some pretty good draws. Company into Evolution. I guess definitely bringing in the runestones and cages. Okay. So, do they just have us killed here then? They get to go through their deck, right? Or yeah, no, they get to just mill us out. Let's try to draw a card for Fatal Push. Nope. Yeah, so they return it for 1, cast it for 3, and then they get 1 extra, it seems like. But we have 38 cards, they have 34, so they, and with each activation they mill themselves. Or sorry, they don't mill themselves. They get a card off their library with the Risen Reef. So I don't think that milling this altar with this Altar of the Brood is actually lethal for us. And then they don't have mana for Valet, right? So I think we're still fine here. If I'm reading this correctly, I could be entirely wrong. But it looks like we're fine. They're still going for it though. It's going to take a while to mill me out. I mean, typically I would concede if I had less cards in library than them, but with them doing this, I'm more left in the blind, so I think I let this go out. Looks like they have something else here. There's a monument. Okay, so interesting. Now it's a 2-card difference. Wait, did they... Okay, there's the Ignus. Right, it costs less now, okay. So this is a May ability. You still go for it. So now... They don't yet have enough mana to cast a valet, right? Oh, but now with every cast of the Ignus, they gain an extra mana, theoretically, because it costs 1 less. Okay. Interesting. Well, I mean, I guess it's probably just still correct to make them do it. See, I mean, we're definitely representing a fatal push here, right? So they could do something different. I don't know. So post board, don't have any damping spheres, unfortunately. We do have, let's see, the Epic Downfalls are great. Runestones and Cage is great. Culling Ritual seems great. Golgari Charm seems probably great, right? I have a lot of X1s. Probably want Go Blank. Extinction Event could be good as well. Culling Ritual, good as well. I mean, maybe they play 1 valet, like that's our out here. I would think that they would play 2, right? Okay, so I see. We're milling extra cards because every activation of Risen Reef they get to land, that mills us 1 more. Okay. So I guess that is a way they could get around the us having more cards in our library than them with the Altar of the Brood manner of getting lethal. So that's interesting. Definitely a lot to learn. I mean, there's a lot of theory behind playing these interactive black-based decks surrounding, you know, having a pool of knowledge um, surrounding your meta, or pertaining to your meta. So you want to know what combo decks are popular in the meta, know what control and mid-range decks are popular in the meta, know what aggro decks are popular. Um, just just so you're prepared, both just mentally and of course with your choices in your main deck and sideboard. Um, and it's good to be obviously it is probably the more kind decision to just concede here, but it's interesting. If I conceded when they casted this Grinning Ignus for the first time, or I guess if when they casted the Hazard's Monument, if I conceded then I would be a lot less knowledgeable about how the combo works. So it is still to our advantage to keep the game going. Furthermore, I suppose I could concede now, but I personally I value my play points. So there's also obviously the possibility of them clocking out, which is a cost of playing a combo deck like this. I don't want to sound like a stickler, but like I said, I do value my play points, so that's kind of unfortunately the case right now. It's also interesting they could play another ballet. That could be a different way of getting more information about their deck. If they do play another one, then obviously we know that they played more than one, which could be crucial. Could be important. However, these are probably just broad excuses for me to let this game go out. So I do apologize, opponent. Okay, here for sideboarding. Let them kill us. Didn't want to include it in the video though because it's just very repetitive. Post board though, we do have these rafts we could bring in. The go blanks could be good. However, I think we want to prioritize just getting the runestones and cages out before that. They don't really interact with the graveyard, so this would just be a mind rot, which is, I guess, probably not too good enough, right? Golgari Charm could be good as well. Put that in. I guess Tracker's probably a bit slow. Kalidas is probably fine. Probably could put back one. Liliana last hope is nice. Liliana of the Veil is nice. Do like Thoughtseize, probably could cut a Cling to Dust. Same thing with the Scoozes. I like our interaction. I think I'll put back the Golgari Charm. I think it's probably a bit... It's not impactful enough for me to bring it in, I think. I think I'll just go like this. Okay. Gonna have to mulligan that. It's more keepable. Let's put back... probably just put back the... Let's put back the push and try to get a 2-for-1 out of this extinction event. Okay. Dang, Temur safekeeping. Interesting. Let's just take the evolution. Could have played the runestone there, I guess, to get around the turn 2 evolution, but I felt it was just more correct to play the Thoughtseize. There's the Risen Reef. And yeah, let's just go for the runestone. So this shuts off Eldritch Evolution and Collected Company. Hopefully we hit a land, untapped land for this EE. Not engineered explosives, unfortunately. Extinction event. And no, but it is a pretty good one. Yeah, I guess that's the play. Could kill the Risen Reef, which is nice. This way they shouldn't be able to combo off next turn. Okay, they decide to use one of their safekeepings. It's fine. Okay, so this shouldn't work. Yeah. So that's good. Now we know that, it's confirmed that that works. They attack me, okay. Let's do this again, see if they want to use their other safekeeping. Nope. And I suppose it's probably just safe to Thoughtseize and hold up trophy. Get rid of this Risen Reef. Pass the turn. Okay, sure. A little annoying, but that's fine. Just attack me again. It's fine. Yeah, I like just taking out the Risen Reef, or attempting to, and then playing the Briar Bridge Tracker. Or, you know, if they go down this route, I think it's probably just a bit more efficient to play the Extinction event. Just have a nice empty board. Runestone in play, it's very nice. Featuring Liliana, the Last Hope, is really fun. And okay, let's get rid of this Innkeeper and then play our tracker. So I think in this scenario, Briar Ridge Tracker is a bit better than Tireless Tracker. So I think, you know, in that way, probably a bit correct to play a split of both. I guess we could have ultimated there, but it's fine. Not too necessary. yeah, looks like we got it. Pretty nice. Yeah, they have what, like 5 seconds on the clock, so I think yeah, looks like we got it there. You know, a bit of a morally gray manner in which we won that first game, but got the win nonetheless. I'll see you guys for round 3. Alright, here for round 3. With a keepable hand, I'd say. A bit slow in the land, but keepable nonetheless. Against a Giganta deck. So, Giganta plus Blood Crypt probably means Rakdos Sacrifice. Or just Jund Sacrifice. Oh, okay, so perhaps something different, maybe Niv-Mizzet. Guess that we could take a look. Yes, Niv-Mizzet with a really good hand. So they have Bring to Light and Niv-Mizzet in hand. So I guess our best bet is to play, or to take the Caryatid. It's either that or Yasharn. Hoping they just don't hit a third land, which they don't nicely. Yeah, let's just play out the Trespasser. So this is a pretty poor matchup for us, unfortunately. Niv-Mizzet's just able to get above us so quickly and so efficiently. Vanishing Verse, okay. That's okay. So Yasharn gets a basic Plains and Forest. So even if they do cast it, then I mean, I'm sure that they play at least one basic Plains and or Forest, so not too much to worry about there. Kolaghan's commands make me discard, okay. Yeah, I guess in response I'll just get this out of the way. And then I'll discard a push. Okay, no land, but they do have a Celestis. Best thing we can do here is just play out our creatures. So next turn they do have Yasharn. If they draw land, they do have Niv-Mizzet. And then they do get this activation because we played the 2 creatures there, which is not the best, but I think it was still correct to play them both out. Okay, so they still can't cast Niv, but it looks like they're going to go for Yasharn. So next turn they'll be able to cast Niv-Mizzet, which is a little annoying. Dang. I guess first thing we could do is try to get a Thought Seize. Nope. And they get to activate this as well thing. Yeah, pretty tough. It's crazy how much of a good blocker Sylvan Caryatid is. Okay, so they choose... Okay, so they're gonna go for the Niv-Mizzet now. So they get Vanishing Verse and Dreadbore. So not the best hit, but still probably dead here. Yeah, I think I'll just concede. So against Niv, I guess downfalls are good. Duress. Wonder if a Runestone turns off Bring to Light. I guess it would, right? Probably bring in one then. And then 2 Goblinks is probably fine. I think Fatal Push is really bad. Cletus is probably not the best. Same thing with the Last Hope. Maybe cut a Decay as well. Although, I think Decay is fine. So I guess it's either that or cut a Cling to Dust. Probably just Cling to Dust. Play it like this. Okay, it's very keepable. Okay, so no Niv, no Bring to Light. They do have all their colors. So what do we want to take? Maybe just the Abrupt Decay? Or the Sylvan Caryatid? I guess it's the Caryatid, because they already have 2 removal spells, so it doesn't make too much sense to take the Decay, but I could see it going either way. Okay, fortunately did not hit the 3rd land drop. Liliana would have been pretty nice there. Looks like this could be a Kolaghan's command. Dang, that sucks. Growth Spiral, okay. Yasharn. It's fine. Let's see how many basics they're running. I bet it's probably just the two. Yeah, forest and plains. Still can't cast anything though. I guess if we're going to draw anything, then trophy's probably the best, but would much rather prefer a land. Okay, I guess underdog is good enough. But, again, any land there would have been nice. Okay. Okay, guess I'll just play the Skoos. Shockton, Blood Crypt. Uh-oh. Scarab God. Okay. I mean, if we draw a green source, we could kill that plus eat it with the Skoos. So it's not too scary. And, okay, they ate the Green Flare. Dang. And they have Delirium. Oh, jeez. Ah, okay. I guess I should kill the Flare now. Sadly enough. Like, if we were able to draw lands, then these trophies could be pointed at their lands, which would have been really nice. But, yeah, it's just a little disappointing. Looks like they'll get their Caryatid back. Interesting. Scribe one to the bottom. Bring to light. Okay, let's see if Rootstone works here. It says, oh, exile it, then cast it. Okay, so, yeah, it doesn't work. Well, at least we learned. Yeah, I totally thought it was just cast it from your library. Dang, that sucks. I don't know, good game to the opponent. Obviously, if we had drawn more lands there, then we would have been back into the game, but at least we learned something with the Runestone. It does not work against Bring to Light. Yeah, I mean, tough matchup either way, so it's fine that we lost to it, but let's hope we get a bit more lucky in the future matches. Alright, here for round 4. We're on the draw. Spakefield Hazard, interesting. So it could be mono red. Springleaf Drum. Huh. Some type of, is it artifacts, I guess. Just play out a Scoos. Don't think it's the, yeah, I don't think it's the Colossus, the Metalwork Colossus deck, because that's just blue-white, I think. Do have a nice interactive hand, though. Ooh, okay. Yeah, Liliana is great against Caryatid. It's very nice. See, this is the mid-range that I like to be playing. There we go. Good old turn 2 Scoos into turn 3 Liliana minus. Open the pathway. Reality chip, okay. Mox Amber. Whoa, whoa. So some sort of combo deck, it looks like. Start by just plussing. I think just get rid of a land here. Yeah, it looks like that. The Kinnan whatever combo deck. Let's kill this. Then we could play, what do we want, Tracker or Trespasser? Okay, they just concede. So that was nice. I fortunately don't know what they're on. I've seen this type of build before. I guess Culling Ritual is really nice. Could bring in Duresses. Liliana the Last Hope's probably not too good. Cling to Dust, same thing. And then probably could have Kalidas. Could even bring in Gargaroth for like a Scoos. And I think I actually want one Go Blank. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'd rather have the interaction instead of the 3-4 that's likely to not do much. And yeah, keep this hand. Stomping Ground. Tracker's not a bad draw. Metallic Rebuke. The Antiquities War. That seems pretty good. So does Karn. They don't have much mana. They can't even cast their Kinnan next turn. Not even blue mana, so I guess could take the Karn. Probably makes the most sense. I was thinking either take the Karn or take the Antiquities War. They got the blue source off the top, wow. Pretty lucky. Second Thoughtseize is actually pretty nice though. We'll cast that. Taking the Antiquities War now. So they're holding up their rebuke. What do we want to do? Nothing? I think nothing is probably fine. We could hold up trophy. Could even trophy their sanctum. I think I'll wait on that one though. Curated. Okay. Yeah, I think now I'll trophy this. Yeah, that's what I thought. No land, so they can't cast the rebuke. And then we get to play our Liliana minus. I guess they wouldn't even be able to cast the rebuke if they had a land. But yeah, it's fine. Works either way. Karn, okay. See, they just plus, alright. Let's plus ourselves. Discard a metallic rebuke. And then I think I will play the lair instead of the glade. Glade allows us to... Oh, never mind. We were not able to crack the clue. So yeah, lair was definitely the best play there. I was thinking we could play the glade, then crack the clue on their end step, but yeah, this is correct. So they have an Asika's Chariot, which is pretty good. Trophy was a nice draw. What do we want to do now? There we go. I think I want to trophy the Karn. Chariot could get out of control pretty easily though, but so can Karn. I mean, what's the best thing they could get with Karn? Can't really think of much. I think I'm just gonna go for the Chariot. Then plus Liliana. Or yeah, play land plus Liliana. Karn is pretty annoying right now though. Antiquities War, okay. It's probably a pretty good draw for them. So they get to look at the top 5, then they get an artifact. Then they get buff all their artifacts. Until end of turn, okay. They're gonna attack Liliana. What do we think of that? I think I want to keep Liliana alive. I think we already got the value out of our tracker. And, oh wait, are we able? Yeah, so we're able to kill the Karn next turn. Not if they plus though, actually. Yes, I think I'll just let her die then, unfortunately. They didn't even activate Karn? Did I miss something? They played Antiquities War. Huh, didn't activate Karn. Okay. So just need to activate layer for 1. Oh. And that's perfect. Get 4 mana floating this way. 4 mana available. So activate one of these now. Thoughtseize is probably worth casting. Take the chip. Okay, so they get another look. Reality chip, okay. There's the drum. Mox Amber is good. It's actually pretty scary with the 3rd chapter. They attack. Okay, gotta draw something. Land is not something I want. Liliana. It's not too good, I guess just okay. Let's crack one more time. Fatal push. Okay. So now I think we can afford to shock this in, right? So we minus, they sack cat, we push the chip, they attack us for 2, then 5/5. So we'd be at 1. Alternatively, we could, this is kind of tough. I think, yeah, I'll play the Liliana. It's the same amount of damage. It's just the 2 damage, either from the cat token or from the shock, I believe. So, make them sacrifice a cat, and then we just pass now. They get their 2, or I guess, yeah, 3 5/5s. And then attack ball at us. We're going to have to block one of these. So let's go with, I guess, there. Then kill Mox Amber, I guess. And then go to 1 if they don't have anything. Kinnan. Duress is not good. Fassy's also not good. Okay, guess just pass and see what they do. Okay, yep, goddess. So I'm pretty sure they're still combo oriented. So I think our sideboard is still fine. But I mean, they were a bit more like value based. Yeah, I think I'll just run it back. On the play, a nice hand. Oh, okay, this new card. Paradox Engine as well. I guess we just take the engine. We could try to screw them and take the Moonsnare prototype, but they're not even able to cast it. Huh. Only control artifact, okay. Huh. I feel like they probably have a pretty high likelihood of hitting land, so I'm just gonna take the engine. Just play it a bit safe. Land? Nope. Dang. It's really frustrating. Playing 24 lands and have got mana screwed a few too many times. Okay. Dang. So we could trophy this and attack to try to get some lands on the top of her deck. I could just play another one though. I think that's probably just our best line. Yep, these could go both back in the bin, that one on top. Doing a lot of tapping here, trying to figure out how they want to tap to cast this Miria. There we go. Okay. Interesting. So let's start by attacking, I suppose. Liliana's nice. Also Glade is nice. Definitely putting push in the bin. Yeah, then I think we have to go put Liliana on top, just so we're able to edict next turn. It's probably one of our only outs to this Miria right now. And the reality chip is really scary. Oh, Kinnan is really scary as well. Okay. Interesting that they chose to do that. Chose to do it again. That is pretty unlucky. Double rebuke. Okay. Nice. So, if we attack... I think I'm going to try attacking with the Grim Flare plus Trespasser. Liliana Edict, they sack the Kinnan. I really want to be able to go push plus Liliana, but not enough lands, obviously. Actually, yeah, probably should have just put the land on top of Liliana, but, I mean, I don't know, I think it was pretty tough either way. Yeah, I think, I don't know, because if they block, if we attack with Grim Flare, they could block here, and they could just re-equip this to the Kinnan, so I think we're just supposed to attack with the Trespasser for now. Suppose we could drain them for one pretty freely. They'll just take it, I assume. I wonder what's on the top of their deck, though, if they decided to activate the Miria instead of just playing cards off the top. Yeah, that's... I guess they're just trying to get the Metallic Rebukes off the top. Interesting, okay. Yeah, I guess the best play is probably just to Liliana minus still. Get the Kinnan out of the way. I mean, alternatively, we could have pushed the Kinnan, left the Liliana Edict for next turn, but I don't know. Could even played like a tracker, Brybridge tracker, to keep the clock, increase our clock, I guess, but I don't know, pretty interesting game. Really worried we're gonna get comboed off this turn though. See what they have. Oh, finale for 2. There's another Kinnan, okay. And they just pass, attack Liliana down. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think I'll let that happen. We get Delirium here. I think that's worth it. Liliana wasn't doing much either with her plus. And then let's see what they have. Blue chip. Oh yeah, legendary, okay. Get the canal and the concede, okay. So pretty interesting matchup there. I feel like we disrupted them pretty well. Got very, yeah, actually really nice interaction from us. Played out really well. And yeah, I think typically combo decks are pretty good matchups for us, in the sense that we could, our interaction is already great against them. With the addition of the trespassers and the bribery trackers, we're able to apply good pressure, and sideboard cards are great. And yeah, probably, yeah, maybe Damning Spear would have been good against this deck as well, in addition to the what's it called, Chewing Ignus, or no, something Ignus, that combo deck. So I think I might consider putting Spear back in the sideboard. But yeah, anyways, see you guys for match 5. Alright, here for match 5, with Golgari midrange on the draw, with a suitable hand, a bit on the border of mulliganing, but I think it's still correct to keep. Just a bit slow. Island, okay. Hive is a nice draw. Okay, blue-white control. I haven't played this in a long time. Sensor. Suppose I'll just take the sensor. Although no, I could play around sensor pretty well. I think in that case, I will take either the Fateful Absence or the Shark Typhoon. Already having Trophy for Teferi I think is enough. I think I'll just take the I'll take the removal. Take considered cards to the top. It's probably the land. Now we could play Underdog. Looks like they're holding up Shark Typhoon for 2. Yep. Which we could decay very nicely. perfectly fine. And then what I like to do, just trophy in response to the plus. Could also trophy in response to the untap land trigger, but I think this is just fine. Okay, so they tapped their Field of Ruin, so I think we could probably just go for the Hive activation right now. Tenacious Underdog being really nice against Supreme Verdict or any other type of removal. I think I've seen this name before. Broccoli. Take their time. Okay. That's a good one. Just drawing lands is not very nice, though. I suppose our best bet is just to force them to use their field. Okay. Sure. Interesting that they did that on the Hive instead of the Underdog. Do they have just another one? Yeah, okay. Oh, forgot to play my land there. That was a mistake. Yeah, March was just like the best removal spell against Underdog, I guess. The only clean removal spell. But yeah, now we're looking at pretty tough shape. With drawing just no threats. Yep. So we drew one creature this game? Dang. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Looks like that's a concession. Okay, I was doing some thinking. I don't think Gargaroth is good in this matchup just because it could get countered really easily and is a big mana investment. So let's bring in the Courser, bring in the Go Blanks, bring in the Duresses. Let's bring in Charm as well. Charm is actually very nice. And then could cut. What do we want to cut? Probably just like 2 pushes. Actually, probably decay is just on average a lot better than push. Liliana Velasta was actually probably pretty good. It's actually a nice win condition. Cletus is not that good. And then Scoos is not the best. Oh, I don't know why I cut the Chowder's tracker, but yeah, tracker in, Cletus out. I think this is pretty good. 15 creatures is a little low, but I think that's fine. Just very value-oriented gameplay, game plan. Okay, this is a slow hand, but I think it's keepable. Ooh, actually probably... Nah, this is correct. I was thinking probably should have fetched a forest for a courser, but wait, what was my reasoning? I totally forgot. Yeah, then we wouldn't have been able to cast the Thoughtseize. Okay. Let's just take the dig. Could play around, yeah. They're pretty far from casting dig. I'll take the verdict. Okay, nice draw. Let's go for the Grimflare. Go blank's pretty good. Start by attacking. What is this? March. Okay. Let's play our Scoos. Actually, no. Let's go. Well, the coast is clear. Let's put a go blank. Just get our 2 for 1 now. Not hitting our 4th land drop is a bit not good, but can't do much about it. So discard Gonjo and dig through time. Okay, Thoughtseize is actually not bad. Oh, yeah, definitely get that Dream Trawler out of here. Oh man, this card is just unbeatable in the matchup. And then I feel like leaving up Trophy for the Teferi is just more correct than playing the Ooze into the Fateful Absence. They do need to hit their 5th land drop though, which is valid. Land? Okay. Yeah, so let's go Scoos plus hold up Trophy again. Considered a card on top. And there's the Fateful Absence. So I'm guessing they saw land through the Tef. Yep, and we do have the trophy. An advantage of playing 4 trophies. Let's hope they don't have a counterspell here. That would be quite bad. I'm gonna start with the Courser. Please resolve. Nice. Okay. So yeah, let's just play this tapped, and then play the Thoughtseize. I could have played it untapped to play around Censor, but I think it's fine. Okay. So Odawara plus land. They play the Fountain. Let's see if they choose to bounce. No, choose to not bounce the Courser. Oh, yeah, in the draw step, that's correct. Okay. Well played. Yeah, I'll just play it again, though. Get the value, feels good. And then, yeah, let's just pass the turn. Ooh, Memory Deluge is a good draw for them. Pretty scary. Let's draw. Okay, drawing a lot of threats, which is nice. Yeah, we could start by attacking. Then let's go Tracker. And the question is, do we want to play out this Trespasser in face of a possible verdict? I think the answer is no. We already have 2 nice creatures that they would already want to kill on board, so I think it's fine. And we could also hold up the clue token activation. Yeah, there we go. And actually here I'll even activate Castle Locthwain. Draw the Duress. Another Decay. Let's see what's in their hand. Okay, that's not a good sign. However, we do get to take the Memory Deluge, which is nice. Field of Ruin's good. Dang. So last basic. Let's try to just drain them out as quickly as possible. Then I'll hold this land for a possible tireless tracker. Okay. Discard a veto. And gotta draw something good here. Just pass, okay. I guess it's worth thought seizing. Okay. Okay, tracker's nice. Oof. Dig through time is really good. Liliana would be great. Tracker would be great. And then the Trespasser would be great. Teferi's really good. Dang. Picking up. Okay. Cling to dust, okay. That's a start. So this draws us into our tracker, which we could play. Try to draw into trophy? No. Okay. Dang. Five cards in hand from the opponent. Wow, that's really good. Yep, have to let that go. Okay, I mean, I doubt she's gonna resolve, but we try. Yeah. Not hit a single trophy yet. Oh no, sorry, hit one trophy, my bad. Yeah, these decays are just not really doing good. Oof. Okay. Need to find an answer to that quick. I mean, I guess Charm is good against the tokens, but... Yeah. Just not doing too well. Okay, underdog, I guess is castable. Could have blitzed it, but I think, I mean, yeah, maybe blitzing it just for the card draw is appropriate, but our life total is getting low. What is this? Shark. Okay. Yep. Okay, let's see if this resolves. I doubt it will, but if it does, it'll extend the time we have. Yeah. Dang. See our draw, but pretty tough league. Don't know how I feel about Liliana. Yep, trophy way too late. How are you new? What does that mean? Okay, I'll just say GG's. Yeah, pretty tough match. Let's take a look at the deck again. What did I like? I like the split of trackers. I think this is pretty nice moving forward. I like the Liliana the Last Hope. The regular Lilianas were, I guess, just decent. I mean, she was good in some cases. I mean, I guess she was never bad. I always, looked forward to drawing her, so maybe going up to a 4th is alright. But, yeah, nothing too extraordinary, which I guess is to be expected. Clean to Dust was okay. I still feel like this is probably correct over a sleeper. At least in my opinion, I just like the versatility of Clean to Dust. Other than that, 2 Cletus is maybe a 1 too many, to be honest. Maybe we'll move 1 to the side. Courser, the 1 game it came up, I'm pretty sure it's just 1 game, was really good. Really actually pretty nice. Trespassers were great. Underdogs were really great. Scoos didn't come up too much, but he was fine. And then the flares were a bit underwhelming, to be honest. Julia Hearts get Delirium still. Maybe we just didn't get too much testing with Liliana plus flare, so that interaction didn't come up much, but flare definitely felt a tad bit underwhelming. But yeah, other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think about the deck list, certain ways to improve it. Yeah, other than that, hope you guys have a nice day. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.